Hi, welcome back to the virtual walking tour of Ann Arbor. Let's go ahead and walk up on Main Street. So if we're heading north on Main Street, let's turn right or east on Washington Street and find ourselves on the Weinmann block. And this was created 1892, and it comprises 219 to 223 East Washington Street. Look at these beautiful buildings. Here's a confession. All of the years I've spent walking around Ann Arbor, enjoying everything Ann Arbor has to offer, I actually stumbled upon this. Of course, I'm familiar with the Blue Nile, but I never thought much about the building itself until I was wandering around with my camera and I looked across the street and I saw this magnificent facade. Well, actually both facades, but notice it said the Weinmann block and it gave a date of 1892. So let me give you some history. The Weinmann block consists of two-story brick late Victorian commercial blocks which, located side by side, have had a common interior for many years. The block's eastern side is a 3-bay wide Italianate structure built in the 1880s, while the broader western portion, built in 1892, has an elaborate late Victorian galvanized iron facade. Even that, the thought that that's a galvanized iron facade made me scratch my head. I was not aware of that kind of building and structure. The block has brick masonry and wooden interior framing. Now, the Weinmann block, whose two sections were built a few years apart to accommodate the family butcher shop, is significant as one of Ann Arbor's most notable late Victorian commercial blocks. The facade of the structure's western half is a fine example of the metal front building that was popular in Michigan between 1885 and 1910. And that comes from the U.S. National Register of Historic Places. So give yourself a treat. Walk on down, or if you dine at the Blue Nile, the next time you do that, step back across the street and take in the beauty of this building. Comments that I received when I initially posted just the photo on the Inner site included, "So glad the cornices have been preserved." Somebody says, "Thanks for making me notice these types of things." Good. That is my intent, and I want you to enjoy every aspect of our town that I know, well, I don't know for everybody, but for me, I certainly take a lot of it for granted. So much character compared to what's going up now was somebody's comment. I'm sure they were speaking for a lot of people. All these buildings were built with pride and hard work, will last for years, unless some greedy company builds a glass and steel building that won't last. Somebody else said, "May this beauty remain." Perspective, what was going on at that time, 1892. The Sierra Club is founded with 182 charter members of the Sierra Club. In 1892, first immigrants passed through Ellis Island on the way to U.S. citizenship. Think about that. We have Ellis Island built into our culture, built into our memories and our histories. It was just, and I do mean just, 1892 when Ellis Island opened up. In that same year, J.R.R. Tolkien is born, and also the father and stepmother of Lizzie Borden are found violently murdered in their Fall River, Massachusetts home. A murder that has yet to be fully understood. Much folklore around Lizzie Borden had an axe, etc., etc., etc. All right, well, that's our quick look at the Weinmann block. Again, take it in, enjoy it. Oh, also, please click on the subscribe button below so that you don't miss any of these. We've got dozens more to come in the future. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.